Hey, okay, so we've been talking a lot the last few days about just start, just go, just take action, just do something, right? I mean, we've talked about that again and again and again. But you know, it reminds me, and I was listening to Mr. Brian Tracy this morning, and he made a fantastic illustration when he was talking about just getting into motion, just starting. Just begin the process, man. If you want to have better health and wellness, just do something today, anything, move in that direction. If you want to better your relationship with your spouse or your significant other, do something. Take some action. Move in that direction. If you want to start a new business, at a minimum, go find somebody who owns a business like the one you want to start and talk to them. Find out what they know. Take some kind of action in that general direction. But one of the misconceptions that people have about taking that first step or beginning to move in the directions of their dreams and their goals is they think they need to have all their ducks in a row. They think they need to have all their stuff in one sock, right, for lack of a better word. And here's the misconception. If you wait until every question is answered, every contingency covered, every plan B in place, until there's no more questions, no more concerns, and everything is lined up and perfect, you'll never start. Because it'll never be that way. It'll never be all lined up and perfect and everything in its place and ready to go. It's never going to be that way. Listen, I fly F-18 Hornets for the United States Navy. And attached to the wing of those Hornets are some of the most advanced air-to-air missile systems that you can possibly imagine. I mean, these are missile systems that have the ability to launch off the aircraft, communicate back and forth with the jet to derive data about where the target is, fly to an obscene altitude, come down out of the stratosphere at Mach 11 billion or whatever it is, right? Acquire a target, track the target, make mid-course corrections all the way in, and impact a tiny little target moving at 600 or 700 miles an hour itself, doing all kinds of maneuvers. And it does this from miles and miles and miles and miles and miles away. Lots of miles away, right? The most advanced missile systems you could possibly imagine. But here's what's interesting. Even these incredible million-dollar missiles that hang on the wings of these fighter aircraft cannot make mid-course corrections unless they're in flight. There's nothing they can do unless they're in motion. If they haven't been launched, if they haven't been fired, if the trigger hasn't been pulled and the missile is not in flight, it is dead weight hanging on the wing. It can help no one. It can do nothing. It is as stupid as the landing gear when it's hanging on the wing of the airplane. And that's kind of like our intentions or our goals or our dreams. Unless they're in motion, there's no mid-course corrections. If they're still hanging on the wing, in other words, if they're still here, but there's nothing here. In other words, if there's no labor from your hands, but it's only ideas in your mind, it's like the missile hanging on the wing. It's got a great capability, but it can't go anywhere. It can't do anything for you. You've got to put action behind it. You've got to launch your intentions. Pull the trigger. Fire your intentions. And then guess what? Know that if you get a little off track, or if you get, sidetracked, or you run into stumbles or roadblocks or questions come up that you didn't anticipate, you've got the world's most incredible supercomputer in the 6 inches between your ears. And you can make mid-course corrections even faster than $1 million missile that hangs on a Hornet. And you can hit your target, but you must fire. Because you can't make corrections to the plan. You can't make mid-course guidance corrections. You can't guide yourself to the target if you're not in motion. So you've got to do something. Every day, do something. Launch your dreams. Launch your goals. Launch your desires. Launch your ambitions. Don't casually cast them up. Launch them like a rocket motor. And then go out there today and make it a great day.